Australia. General information. Australia is a country located on the ocean continent and has no land borders to any country. Its capital is Canberra. The largest city is Sydney in the country. The country is rich in languages, but the language spoken in most of the country is English. There is no official religion in Australia, but the majority of the people are Christian. The oldest local people in the country are called as Aborigines. Aborigines have a different structure of belief and they speak their own language. Festivals: Adelaide Festival, Melbourne International Comedy Festival, New Year's Eve, Byron Bay Blues Fest, Melbourne International Arts Fest, Portjuma, Woodford Folk Festival, Spring Racing Carnival, Sydney Mardi Gras, and Vivid Sydney Winter Festival. Australia has three major festivals. Adelaide Film Festival, one of the festivals of art, takes place in Adelaide in southern Australia in March. Involves activities such as theatre, dance, modern and classical music, and literature. Sydney Film Festival, Trapfos Short Film Festival, Melbourne International Comedy Festival, runs every year from March to April and lasts 4 weeks in Melbourne. Has featured talent shows, performances, improvisational theatre, discussions, musical events, and art expositions. New Year's Eve, one of the world's most important and famous free activities, packed with fireworks, light shows, and pool parties. Byron Bay Blues Fest, one of the biggest festivals in Australia, during 5 days of the Easter weekend. Museums: Melbourne Museum, National Museum of Australia, Australian Museum, Australian National Maritime Museum. Animal rights are very important in the country. It is interesting, but there are more kangaroos than humans. Australia has a frightening and interesting biodiversity with its kangaroos, giant spiders, crocodiles, and snakes. Walking on the streets of Australia is like going on a safari. Australian food culture. The food culture of Australia has developed by being influenced by the food of different nations and races. In addition to local flavors, different ethnic culinary cultures also have an impact in Australian cuisine. The food culture of the Aborigines, who are the first hosts of Australia, constitutes the main food culture of the country, and these dishes are called bush tucker. Australians generally use the easy way of cooking on the grill, and this enabled the spread of barbecue culture in the country. Traditional flavors of Australia. Pavlova. It is a cookie that is crunchy inside and soft on the outside and served with various fruits on it. Macadamia. It's a type of hazelnut unique to the country. Lamington. The country's famous dessert. In short, it's a chocolate and coconut cake. Damper. It's a type of bread unique to the country. Chicken parmigiana. Meat pies. Barramundi. Vegemite on toast. Pumpkin soup. Grilled kangaroo. Cherry ripe. Do you know? Australia has the cleanest air in the world. Australian people found out the word selfie. Australia uses plastic money. This is a land of immigrants. This is the region where racism is least experienced. Australia has the longest highway in the world. Australia has more than 200 different languages and dialects. Nobody pays water bill in the country. There is recycling bin at the door of every house in the country. It has the longest golf course in the world. Climates and land cover. The largest part of the country is desert or semi-arid. Only southeast and southwest corners have a temperate climate and moderately fertile soil. The northern part of Australia has a tropical climate. It hosts many health-related records like hottest summer, highest sunshine duration, mostly seen eucalyptus and acacia in rainy regions, covered with creeping and heath forests in east and southwest regions. Currency of Australia. The Australian dollar has been the currency of Australia since 1966. One Australian dollar is equivalent to 9.7331 Turkish liras.